Howdy, Gilroy25 here. I'm going to do an experiment here. I'm going to start off by showing you what I'm going to do beginning to end, and then we can all see if it works or not. I've got a problem with the Derby car right now. I can't get enough advance out since I took the vacuum advance off to fit the distributor protector. This is a different distributor, but the idea I got off of looking at a Pontiac website was basically these swing out, whatever. This turns. And it's only can go so far that way. But if you look, it can actually go a hair more this way, except for a hair more to the zero position, except for the weight stop it. So the Pontiac website suggests taking and just grinding like a hair off each corner here. So you can basically, it in essence would go below zero, but basically just turn the timing back, and then it gives you more advance. Take these clips off here, and I'll take it apart and grind it, and we'll put it back together, and we'll see how it works. See you in a few. Before I put this back on here, I'm going to show you the little scratch marks I made to tell how far it advances and how far to zero it goes. So give me a second here, put it back on. The fun part's going to remember which way it goes. And give me 1 second. Now with it's on, you can see I didn't get this quite straight, so I need to grind a little bit more up. I did mark it where I want it to go, where I want to grind off. And also if you look, if you can see, it's barely covering the line. I want a little bit more than that out of it. I know you don't want to go too far. I think what I'll do is straighten this little piece here, this little cockeyed, grind that a little straighter, and then I'll put her on and give her a shot and see where we're at. It'd be really nice if I had a old-fashioned distributor dyno to do this, but I don't. I have to take it on and off the car 50 times. So give me 1 more second. Okay, now that I'm happy with the fit, that it's nice and flat, it's covered up my lines pretty good. You know, we'll start here. Now, second, I almost forgot the most important part. You need to invest in one of these. They're not that bad. You can get these at AutoZone. That's where I got mine at Checker, actually. And it's a timing tape to go on your balancer. You can see the one that's missing because that's on the motor over there. But you see the diameters it tells you for your different harmonic balancers. Then all you have to do is, there's a zero just mark on the stock GM balancer. Just line the zero up with that, stick it on, make sure you clean it really good. I ended up taking mine, getting my long-handled wire brush, running the engine, and just holding the wire brush against it till it was nice and cleaned, and used some solvent to make sure it's perfectly cleaned, and stuck this on there. And it's been on there for 2 years, so it works pretty good. I'll show you it on the car. If you look in there, you can see it. Now what we're going to do is take that distributor apart, take it all the way apart, make sure I don't drop anything, put that little part in there, turn the distributor back till it reads zero, rev the engine up, and read with the timing light the amount of advance it now has. So I'll go through all that and we'll let you know how good it did. Okay, and there you basically go. I've tested it, set the distributor back to zero, revved her up. Got a total advance of 32, which is perfect. That's where I want to be. I replaced all these old worn out parts while I was at it. But might be wondering, why do you want to be able to do this? This is not for your street car. That would basically be emissions illegal anyway, since I've removed the vacuum advance. This is for your race car, more importantly for a derby car, which when they get hot are hard to start, so you don't want very much advance. But without advance, you also don't have any power. So this basically allows me to do is set my ignition timing to dead zero at idle. So this thing's sitting here, it's not getting hot, it's easy to start when it gets warm, but when I need some power and get on it, it'll go all the way up to 32, and it made a huge difference. I mean, this thing, because it only had, barely had like 15, around 15, 10 to 15 without the vacuum advance. So this thing would just rev up so far and then kind of fall flat. And the only way I could get it to run before it ran great when I had the vacuum advance on there. But when I was tuning in here before I started doing this, I'd have to turn the timing up so high to where you can see it was getting hot and puking out the overflow. But anyways, I had to have it past 10, which that's way too much advance. I almost had it up to have 20 to get enough advance for it to run good on the top end. But with that basic modification, and I'll have to thank whatever Pontiac website that was. For once the internet came through and it was true. Just grinding the little edges like I showed you. Now I did it. It only took me 2 times. I'm amazed it only took me 2 times to get this right. I didn't want to show you all the times I went back and forth to the grinder over there, because that's just boring. But it took me 2 times to get this right. Second time it was perfect. Just grind a little bit at a time, and you'll be fine. I know it's a pain in the neck. Yeah, if you could find somebody has a distributor dyno, it'd be a lot easier to do. But there you go. I thought you'd like that. Cheap, low buck way of modifying your own distributor. See ya.